Vodafone is introducing a new global policy to stop its adverts appearing on fake news and hate speech websites. The telecoms giant is working with Google, Facebook and ad agencies to set up a list of sites that are safe to advertise on. The new policy is the brainchild of Vodafone's Director of Corporate Affairs, Matt Peacock, and he joins me now. So, Matt, why are you doing this?
Well, it's actually many people's brainchild, not just mine.
Yeah,
well, it's true, as I'll explain. We're doing it because essentially we don't want our advertising to appear in places online that are fundamentally inimical to our own values and beliefs and principles as a company. So, for example, we believe very strongly in diversity and women's empowerment and inclusion. We don't want our adverts appearing on a website that's focused on misogyny and demeaning women. And what that means is that we need to look again at how digital advertising works. The problem is the technology that's used to serve adverts online is essentially driven by algorithms. Wherever the user goes online, by and large, the advertisements follow. And what that means in turn is that there's always a chance our ads can appear in places we don't want them to do. So we approached Google, we approached Facebook, and we approached our global agency network led by WPP, and we said, this has to change. We need a new way of doing this.
And what did they say? I mean, the implication of this is that you clearly think Google and Facebook weren't doing enough previously to stop your ads popping up in these kind of places.
Well, we were very concerned, that's correct, as indeed are a large number of other advertisers, as has become clear with the recent media coverage in the UK and other countries about extremist content online, on YouTube in particular, and how advertisers responded very badly to that. So we went to Google, went to Facebook, and with our agency led by WPP, we said, there needs to be a new way to do this. The new way to do this is the policy we've announced today, which is essentially focused on a whitelist. And a whitelist says we will define the outlets that we believe are not going to carry harmful and offensive content, and that's where our advertising will appear, and everything not on the whitelist will not receive our advertising worldwide.
Why have you done it that way round, as opposed to sort of setting up a blacklist, if you like, whereby, you know, hate preachers and so on won't be benefiting from your advertising?
Because we've been doing blacklisting for years, and blacklisting basically works using technology by and large. So it's easy to analyse a site and say that's a pornography site or that's a gambling site because it's there in the actual data of the site itself. Whereas fake news and hate speech requires human analysis. It requires an editorial analysis. It's very hard to do this with a computer. And that's the difference. The difference is by conducting essentially a human analysis on a much smaller number of outlets, we're able to form a view that these are outlets that we feel comfortable advertising on because, broadly speaking, they're going to be in line with our values. So
do you think Facebook and Google are now doing enough to combat this kind of problem?
So they've been working very closely with us. They're collaborating very closely, and we're grateful for that. It took us to go to all the outside bodies involved in this and say there is a problem. We would like you to work with us differently in order for that change to happen. But now that we are working with them, we're working very well, and we're grateful for their collaboration.
But just to be clear, customers of Vodafone will still be able to access these kind of sites?
Absolutely. So this is about the choices that we make as a brand about where we choose to spend our money and our advertising. And we want to be transparent about that. So we're being clear about the criteria we use to decide where to advertise. It does not affect in any way, and will never affect in any way, the ability of people, our customers and other users, to access this content. Freedom of expression is an incredibly important principle for us, and allowing people to see whatever is lawful is something we will always protect.